maybe you could share with us, how can senior attorneys at a law firm know if their junior partners or even senior associates prefer remaining as key employees rather than purchase the practice?
Here, we'll show another infographic that puts a visual on it, right? I mean, the major thing that the senior attorneys think about with their internal successors is that these people deserve it, right? They've put in the time. Like we just talked about on a Friday afternoon when you think about marketing. Well, what about your key employee that they knew they had to go to their kids' play on, let's say, a Friday afternoon? Senior attorney walks down the hall and says, we got this huge closing. I know you want to go to your kids' play. You deserve to go to your kids' play, but could you please be a little bit late? And they do it typically, right? And there's such loyalty there. So the senior attorney is thinking, these people, they just deserve it. They've paid their dues here. The issue, though, Ari, is that over the years, right, the senior attorney is the one, and what we're showing here, senior attorney by and large is developing the business, is practicing, and is managing the practice. And then these key employees are the ones that are doing the work. And then years later, when you go to those internal successors, say, guys, would you be interested? The interesting thing, Ari, is that they'll typically say, yeah, we're interested, right? Why? Because they don't want to lose their job. Right? If they say to the senior attorney, that's not for me, thanks so much, I just don't think it's for me. What they will say, what we hear often, is say, yeah, let's talk about that, okay? But the let's talk about that doesn't turn into the next morning, the key employee showing up and say, oh yeah, you know what? I went home last night and here's my business plan. And we've always wanted to do this. And now I think if I took this practice over, we could take it to this whole nother level. And so let me just point out, Ari, some sort of things to look out for. I guess this is almost like I don't know if it's a top 10, can't get to 10 like a David Letterman top 10, right? But some of, we call it actually the top 5. Whether I can rattle them off now, we'll see. But in terms of what it is that that you've got a key employee and not a business successor. Okay, so one is, has that person come down to your office and said, you know what, I would love to take over this practice someday. What do I do for that? Okay, number 2 is look at the business development numbers, right? If this person year over year is originating more business, then okay, we see this person has the interest to and the ability to generate cases and to develop business. Number 3 is, are they coming to you and saying, you know what, I want to go on the lease. I want to extend we need a credit line here. I'm ready to put my my name on the credit line. Number 4 is just to go back to that is where I want to become your partner. Okay, and how do we do that? How do we actually execute on a deal in the shorter term, or the longer term? The 5th is not so much what they are doing proactively. It's the possibility of what we call a random Tuesday, which is that these key employees that you're expecting to take over your business and want to take your business, we see that they break the hearts of our senior attorney clients. They'll walk down one afternoon, not so much to say I'm ready to buy it, but to actually give a 2 or 4 week notice and say, you know what, I was offered a great job. I got a call from a recruiter. I just couldn't pass it up. You're 68 today, and I just don't know what my future was going to be here. And this is a great opportunity for my family and me. Senior attorney then says, you know what, I wish you well, and this is great for you and your family, closes the door, and there's a bunch of bleeps that come out of his mouth or her mouth at that point.